All right, we're on chapter 5, and we're continuing with the gerunds. And remember, gerund, a verbal is a form of a verb that is used as an adjective, noun, or adverb in a sentence. Last lesson we looked at participles, so we might find some participles. And those are, it's a verbal that is used as an adjective, and it will end in ed, ent, or ing. A gerund is a verbal used as a noun. Remember gerund ing, and it will end in ing, okay? And it might be found as a object of the preposition. It might be a direct object of the preposition. You never know. Okay, so order of analysis is phrases, clauses, principal elements, and modifiers. And don't forget to be finding conjunctions as well. Okay, and it looks like part of my board erased. All right, so first we read it. Has Peggy's dad already started planting and gardening? Are there any phrases? No, I don't see any prepositions. I did, however, though, see a fanboy, and so we have a compound something.
Can I say something?
What do you want to say?
I like to say that a gerund is a verb in nouns clothing.
A verb in nouns clothing. It's disguised. Nice. I would like you to draw a picture of that for me. Any clauses? So when we're looking for a clause, we're looking for the when, while, where, as, since, if, although. One of those www.asia.wubs. A because clause, or even a who which clause, remember. Okay, I do not see any clauses, so we're just going to move on to our principal elements, which is our subject and our verb. So this sentence is about, this sentence is declarative, or it is interrogative, because it's asking a question. So I'm going to rephrase this to help me find the subject. So I'm going to say Peggy's dad has already started planting. So I might be tricked to say, hey, Peggy is the subject, but no. Listen again. Peggy's dad has already started. So here's my verb, has started. Who has started? The dad. So dad is our subject. Has is our helping verb. Here's our predicate verb. Has started who or what? Oh, he has started he has started planting and gardening. These are our direct objects. Now, you say, hey, planting, isn't that a verb? Yes, but it's also an activity, and that is why it can do the job of a direct object as a noun. It is an activity. What has he started? He started the activity of planting and gardening, okay? So now we're going to move on to our modifiers. Already is an adverb. It's telling us when or to what extent did he start. And Peggy's, this is an adjective. What kind of adjective is it? If you said possessive, you are correct. Whose dad? Peggy's dad. This is the answering the question of who. Okay? So now we're going to diagram it. We have a SVTDO pattern. SVTDO. All right? So if I can get a different color here. Sorry about my snifflies. SVTDO. All right. So dad has started. Whose dad? Peggy's. Right? How did he start? To what extent? Already. And now, here for our direct object, we have to do our rocket ship because we have compound direct object, okay? So we have and here. And both of these need to be up on our, I always do that, pedestal. Bump, bump, bump. Bump, bump. Nope, see, I did it again. Nope, that was right. All right, so this is going to be planting and gardening. Okay, and a question mark here. And I forgot to mention, I would like for you to try to work these out on your own. Work them out on your own, and then come back and watch the video to see if you got it right, okay? There you go. And if you need to see that a little longer, just pause it to make sure you have the correct answer, that you did it the same way. All right, moving on to our second sentence. Before transplanting, gardeners often remove the dead leaves from plants. Any prepositional phrases? Yeah, I see from plants. If you said before, that is a preposition. Before what? Before planting. Before transplanting. From plants. So you're like, wait, transplanting isn't that an action? Yes, it is action, but it's also an activity. So at the heart of this noun, this is a noun, at the heart of this noun is a verbal, okay? Any clauses? Any www.asias.wubs? No. So now we're going to look at our principal elements. This sentence is about gardeners. This sentence tells us that
they remove.
What do? They
remove.
They remove. They remove what?
Leaves.
Remove leaves. What kind of leaves?
Dead leaves.
Dead. That's an adjective. Which leaves? The. It's an article. To what extent and how often do they remove? Often. So that's an adverb. From plants. Adjectival or adverbial?
Adjectival. No, adverbial.
It's adjectival.
Oh, it is? Oh,
Where do they, this
Where
is,
do they remove it from?
yeah, from leaves.
No, from plants. You said
Oh, from plants. Adjectival prepositional phrase. And when do they remove?
before planting.
Before they remove before transplanting. So this is an adverbial prepositional phrase. Our pattern here is a SVT-DO.
SVT-DO.
So we're going to set it up. S, our subject, verb, direct object. So let's fill in our blanks. We have gardeners. Remove. To what extent? Often. When? Before. And then transplanting is going to go up on our little pedestal. Cha, I did it again. Transplanting, right there. There's our verbal. And what kind of verbal is this one?
It's a gerund.
It is a gerund because it is doing the job of a noun. And it ends with ing. It is gerunding. All right, gardeners remove what?
Leaves.
Leaves. So I'm going to have the
Ah, that was me.
dead. I extend my line here. And then we still have to put our prepositional phrase here.
When Ezra diagrammed the first sentence, he better not have made the rocket ship burn the words.
Yeah, don't burn the words. All right, our last sentence. For people who have, read it for us, Roisin.
For people who have back problems, raking and sweeping are hard tasks.
Okay,
I see a conjunction.
what is the conjunction?
And
Any prepositional phrases?
I'm not sure if this is a prepositional phrase or a clause.
Well, we have for people, and then this is the start of our clause.
Oh.
Who have back problems. Well, you need to explain what you're doing.
I'm analyzing it.
Well, tell us then.
The clause is telling us that who is a subject because it is the one that is having. So you put a little PV under it. And
The subject, the clause is about who, and it's telling us that who have who or what?
Problems.
Problem is the
What kind of is the direct object?
Is the direct object.
And back is telling us what kind of
What kind of problems? Back problems.
Adjective is a part of speech.
And here we have our preposition and our object of the preposition. Any clauses? Yeah, this is our clause. Sorry.
I see two gerunds.
So this is going to be our subordinate clause, and this will be our, well...
Our truck, and here's our trailer.
Oh.
Ooh.
Okay. So now, what is our main clause about?
It's about raking and sweeping. They're gerunds.
Yes. So here we go. The subject is raking and sweeping. These are activities. They are nouns. Raking and sweeping. Those are our subjects. And they are... Oopsies.
Don't do this.
Are, you should be like, hey, wait. That's a linking verb, Miss Tiffany. It's a linking verb. They are what?
Hard. It's an adjective.
But what?
Adjective.
They are.
Oh, they're tasks.
Tasks. Is tasks renaming or describing?
Renaming.
It's renaming. So this is a predicate nominative. Okay. What kind of tasks? Hard. So we have a SVLPN. We have a SVLPN. Let's start with that. Our main clause. Oh, this is going to take a little bit more. Please don't.
Okay.
Because we have a compound subject. And so remember, these are gerunds. They're going to be up on pedestals like this. I did it.
Yay!
Raking and sweeping. I'm just putting little letters for that.
Mom,
are.
What is this modifying and what is this modifying?
Yeah, we'll get to that. I'll get to it. I want to set this up first because it's a little tricky. Are tasks. What kind of tasks? Hard. Okay.
Ezra.
Now, we have for people is modifying all the way over here. Therefore, who? Or how? What's the question? Is that adjectives answer?
How?
I mean adverbial. This is adverbial.
How and or where. And also why.
To what extent are they hard? For people. So.
And also Ezra.
Okay.
Ezra.
Nope. Stop.
Okay.
So we have this one. We have 4 people. And people, which people? People who have back problems. So this is where this clause is going to come down from. Which people? The people who
Have problems.
oops, sorry.
What's. Yeah.
Who have what?
Problems.
Problems. What kind of problems? Back problems. So this would be our question to remember. In one of my other lessons, I was like, how do we do the who? Well, you just make your arrow, and then the who is our subject. So you're linking it to your subject. So that should answer for that previous question. All right, that concludes lesson C on page 92.